Hey guys, it's Bradley from AnimeSpaceship here, and today we have the episode review for My Hero Academia, Season 3, Episode 6. This was a good episode, guys, so let's get right into it. We start off with Midoriya and Shoji still facing off Fukigami Tokoyami's quirk, the Dark Shadow. And Shoji's talking to Midoriya and asking him, like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna stay here or are you gonna go save Bakugo? So he comes over with a plan to say, I'll distract him while you keep running for Bakugo. But Deku, being the amazing genius that he is in battle, he decides to come up with a plan for Shoji to use his arms to distract the Dark Shadow, and so that it keeps running after them, and they run towards Bakugo and Todoroki. And so his plan is to, when they get there, Bakugo and Todoroki, or either Bakugo can use an explosion or Todoroki can use flames to make light so it can calm down the Dark Shadow. But before they run there, Bakugo and Todoroki are still fighting the villain Moonfish. They're still fighting Moonfish, who has them cornered. And Bakugo's like, yeah, I'm gonna get him with explosions. But Todoroki's telling him, like, he has an advantage on us in reach and the amount of attacks. So then you see Bakugo and Shoji running with Tokoyami with this uncontrollable Dark Shadow. And the Dark Shadow just wrecks Moonfish. He just hits him with a left hook, right hook, and then throws him in the tree, and just makes him unconscious in like 5 seconds. And then I think Todoroki knows, since there's like a villain that we were struggling with, beaten senseless in like seconds. And it's just like Tokoyami's quirk is overpowered. After that, Bakugo and Todoroki use their explosion and flame to calm down Tokoyami's Dark Shadow. And then he's just on the ground, like, apologizing to Shoji and all, but Shoji just shrugs it off like, it wasn't your fault, don't worry about it. And after that, we see Deku telling everybody that Bakugo is one of their targets, so that we need to safely escort Bakugo back to the home base. And so they come with a plan that like 2 people in the back, 2 in the front protect each other, and Bakugo in the middle so they can protect him. And then Deku says, like, with this team, we can probably even take on All Might. And when he said that, I'm like, bro, your arm is broken. Shoji has one arm cut off. Everybody's tired. And you're like 5 people. Like, you need like 5 people to take on All Might? Damn, All Might is hella strong. Yeah, and he also says, like, if they can't go to the left side, like when they're heading to the base, they can't go from the left because they're still, the heroes and the villains are still fighting, so they gotta cut straight through the forest. After that scene, they show us 5 minutes 5 minutes earlier with Uraraka and Asui fighting the villain Humiko Toga, and she has a knife with him, with her, I mean, and she just cut a piece of Urarara. Oh, why did I can't say her name? Uraraka's arm. Here in this scene, we see a good thing about Uraraka. Humiko Toga calls them by name, and Asui knows that, oh my god, we're at a disadvantage because if she knows our abilities, but we don't know hers. But she doesn't show it. She just keeps attacking them with the knife and just keeps saying how much she loves blood or something. And what I love about this scene is that we see Uraraka have some like actual skill. Like, Toga attacks her with the knife, and Uraraka remembers her training with the hero Gunhead. And he remembers, like, get off 1 feet, grab her by the arm, twist her, and throw her down. And she just throws her to the ground and disable her, and she can't move. And I think that's an amazing move for a hero. Like, they actually learn martial arts techniques. She calls it Gunhead martial arts. But she gets distracted when Uraraka gets distracted when Toga starts talking about there's a person you like, but that's not enough. That soon you'll start to wear what he likes. Soon you want to be him. I love blood so much. You're the same as me. You're a maiden. She's crazy in all types of way, and she gets distracted, and Humiko Toga grabs her needle, syringe or something, and just jabs it in her calf and just sucks blood out of her leg. And right after that, we see Deku and everybody arrive. Deku and the whole group gang arrive. And then we see Toga have like a moment where he looks at Deku, because she said in the episode that her ideal man is beat up and smelling bloody, and we see Deku all beat up, and I think she had like a crush on him. She gets a crush on him. Yeah, after that scene, we see Deku talking to Uraraka and saying, "Oh my God, thank God you guys were fine." And then he comes up with a great. He's like, "Oh, you guys should come with us. Help us come with us to protect Bakugo till the home base." And then they look and they say, "Where's Bakugo?" And everybody just looks back and says like, "Wait, what are you talking about? Bakugo's right there." And then we see a villain standing on the tree. I think his name was Mr. Compress, and he has like two little blue orbs in his hand, and I think he compressed them into that orb. And not only did he take Bakugo, but he also took Tokoyami. And he says like he did it for extra credit. After the whole group realizes this, Deku just starts screaming at him, "Give him back, Bakugo!" And he starts screaming, "Give Bakugo back!" And then Mr. Compress says, "What are you talking about? Give him back? He's not yours to begin with. He's his own person. We're just showing him that his talents are wasted in this basically being a hero. His talent is wasted in being a hero. So they're gonna show him that there's another choice." But Deku doesn't even care. He just screams at him, "Give him back! Give him back!" And then we see Mr. Compress start to run, and he says, "I'm sorry, the only thing I'm good at is tricks. I'm not gonna find it any once." And he thinks to himself, these heroes weren't anything at all. They're running after him, but they can't catch up. So again, Deku, being the genius that he is, he comes up with a plan. He says, Uraraka to make them light, and then Aisa grabs them with their frog tongue and throws them. Choji controls them with his arms trajectory in the air, and then he tells Uraraka when they're close enough, just disable your quirk so we can hit him, so they can hit him. And they before they do, they're like, "Wait," Todoroki said, "Wait, Deku, you can't do it. How do we know that you won't get unconscious because of all the pain?" And then Deku just has this straight face and says, "At this moment, I can't feel pain right now." And then they proceed with the plan. After that scene, we cut to Dabi and the villain twice talking, and they're like, "Yeah, we have to retrieve Bakugo. Let's go back to the zone." I mean, like that. They made a zone where they all go to after the mission, and they said this zone was more secure with the gas. And then we just turn around and see Aoyama just standing there, like shaking, like like holding his breath, because again, two villains right there. I would be scared too, so I won't blame him. And then Twice and Dabi are talking about a monster that has made especially for Dabi. And then we cut straight to the monster with, I would say, a Momo running from a monster, and they're getting beat up. They have no chance of surviving. And right when the monster is about to pierce Awa's head, it just stops and turns around. And then Momo's like, "Wait, that means you finish his goal, Bakugo." And then she just turns around, like hurting, and tells Awase, she makes something in her hands with her fork, and tells Awase, "Use your cork to melt it on his back." I think it's a tracker, and he melts it on the monster's back. After that, we see Deku's squad thrown in the air directly at Mr. Compress, and then we cut to Dabi, Toga, and Twice talking to each other, and Dabi asking Toga, "Lunatic, how many blood worth of persons have you taken?" That was such bad English, my bad. Toga tells him 1 person's worth, and they're like, "That's all?" It's like, "I thought I was gonna die." And then Twice asked Toga, "Why are you so happy?" Toga's like, "Oh, I find somebody that I actually like, a boy that I'm interested in." And then we just see Deku and the squad just landing on Mr. Compressed in front of them, just landing there. They're like, ready to fight. And I think Twice is like, "I know these heroes." Yeah. Well, guys, that was the episode. Remember to leave a comment, like, share if you want to. I mean, I think this was an amazing episode. I'll rate this episode an 8 out of 10. The thing is, like, I keep rating them 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. It's like so repetitive, but the episodes are so good. This is such a good series. I suggest that if you have nothing to do, or some free time on your hand, binge watch My Hero Academia. Start from season 1. Start from scratch. Dub or so. Just like my co-host says, Dante, like he likes dubs sometimes. He suggests dubs to his friends, and they all like it, so you might like it too. Yeah, guys, this is Bradley from Anime Spaceship. Peace.